Hello and welcome to the Ask Dr. Pickel show. Today we are having a quick research update, just some interesting research that came out. This is actually out of the British Medical Journal, which is a fairly prestigious medical journal. All right, let's open the paper up here. So this is about vitamin D. And of course, they use some omega-3 fatty acids, kind of fish oil supplements, basically. And they said, hey, how do people do with autoimmune diseases? And also, do these help in preventing the incidence of autoimmune diseases? So kind of interesting here. Basically, what they did is they took, in fact, I'll highlight it, they took almost 26,000 people here. We're almost to 26,000 men and women, different races. And they said, okay, let's put some of these people on vitamin D, which they only used about 2,000 international units of vitamin D. So it wasn't even a really high dose. They gave some of them vitamin D, some of them vitamin D with omega-3 fatty acids, which not much of that either. And they gave some of them placebo, where they said, hey, here's vitamin D. It wasn't really vitamin D. They gave them the fish oil, said, hey, this isn't, but it wasn't really fish oil. So, they said, hey, how does this placebo group do in comparison to the vitamin D group? And then they did this they studied these people over 5.3 years. So that's pretty big study. So, and especially to come out in a journal like this, it's like, hey, this is good stuff. So what did they find out? What's the deal here? So basically, whether they took the fish oil or not, that wasn't really statistically significant. The fish oil didn't really seem to make a difference, but the vitamin D supplementation for about 5 years, like they said, with or without the omega-3s. Oops. Well, I don't know what happened there. Let me just fix something here. Always something there. Okay, with or without the vitamin or without the fatty acids, reduced autoimmune disease by 22%. That's pretty darn good. So, if you want to reduce autoimmunity by 22% by just taking about 2,000 international units per day, yeah, just think if you took more vitamin D. Now, again, the omega-3 fatty acids, the fish oil, of course, if you've watched my past videos, you'll know I'm not really a fan of that because it does come from fish, and fish contains mercury. So there's no way to avoid the mercury in the fish oil, even though they say it's only down to a certain percentage. Algae oil, of course, is your best option with that. And do watch one of our other videos on that to find out more. But definitely, if they're only using 2,000, what happens if they use higher doses of vitamin D would be the question after this study. And can that statistically significantly even improve this more? Because to improve it 22% with just this much, vitamin D, pretty powerful stuff. And we're just seeing more and more information on how powerful and how good this stuff is. So hopefully you got some good information, more reinforcement of continuing to take your vitamin D supplement. All right, especially if you have an autoimmune issue. All right, God bless. See you next time. Hope you enjoyed the research update.